Over the years, Jennifer Aniston has always been one of the stars, with the most attention-grabbing love lives. From dark relationships with famous names to rumours of affairs, her life has been full of turmoil. But do you really know all the secrets behind her closed doors? Before we dive deeper, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. Grab yourself a warm drink, maybe a cup of tea, or just some water, and sit back as we begin this journey together. Let's dig into the dramatic love affairs that Jennifer Aniston has never shared in this video. People often refer to Jennifer Aniston as a beauty icon, America's sweetheart with golden hair and an angelic smile. But behind it is a series of complicated love affairs full of tears and humiliation. And what makes everyone stunned is the first love that Jennifer tried her best to bury, but in the end was still unearthed. In 1990, a 21-year-old girl named Jennifer Aniston had just entered the glamorous world of Hollywood. At that time, she was still nothing, an unknown, trying to find a place in the entertainment industry. The first opportunity that came to her was a role in the sitcom Ferris Bueller, the TV version of the classic movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. In the movie, Jennifer played Jeannie, the grumpy younger sister who always tried to expose her super naughty brother Ferris, played by Charlie Schlott. On film, they are siblings, but in real life, they have a relationship and sleep together. That's right, a love affair that was hidden, denied, covered up with all the makeup of Hollywood. But GQ editor-in-chief Jim Nelson, who was on set, finally exposed the truth. Everyone knew they were together. Even though they were brothers on the show, in real life, they were not afraid to do the complete opposite. The problem was, this was not just a young love affair. It was a taboo relationship considered by Hollywood at the time as a moral stain. Jennifer never publicly acknowledged this relationship. It only existed through the stories of others, like a ghost lurking behind a bright smile. And then, like a bitter fate, the sitcom was cancelled after just one season. The love affair ended quickly, and no one dared to mention it. Right after breaking up with Charlie Schlott, Jennifer entered a new chapter, seemingly the first mature love in her life. Daniel McDonald, a handsome, mature actor, entered her life like a warm ray of light in the chaotic sky. They were together for 5 years, from 1990 to 1995, together overcoming many ups and downs. But the story became much more painful when Daniel passed away in 2007 from brain cancer. And Jennifer suddenly mentioned him with emotional words. He was the first great love of my life, the one I let go. It seemed like a sincere, late declaration of love. But no. Those words made Daniel's widow, Muja Marini Malahi, furious. In a blunt Facebook post, she openly criticised Jennifer as a hypocrite who used other people's pain to gain attention. It's ridiculous that she dares to call my husband the love of her life. Jennifer was not there for him in his last years, did not care for him, did not ask about him. She did not know how he lived and fought. And now she speaks as if she were an important part. I feel ashamed. Hollywood was stunned. A woman famous for her gentle, lovable image was exposed for polishing her name with the deceased. And then the love triangle deception with Adam Duritz and Courtney Cox in 1995. Jennifer continued to make the entertainment press explode when she suddenly dated Adam Ditz, the lead singer of the band Counting Crows. At that time, she was at her peak, thanks to her role as Rachel in Friends, and became a global sex symbol. But what made the world gasp was Adam did not know who she was. In an interview, Adam said, "My group of friends told me that Jennifer liked me, and they told her that I liked her. It turned out to be a lie. But that's how we got together." A relationship that started with a lie and ended quickly. But that wasn't the final twist. Shortly after, Adam dated Jennifer's best friend, Courtney Cox, the actress who played Monica, Rachel's co-star in Friends. Courtney even appeared in Counting Crows' hit music video Along December as an official declaration that I'm next. Was there a rift within the Friends cast? No one dared to confirm. But since then, Jennifer and Courtney have not appeared as intimate as before. The love story between Jennifer and Adam was like a short, strange breeze that left a bitter aftertaste of an ill-timed love. As we can see, Jennifer is not the type to sit still and wait for a passionate love. That year, when her old love had not yet cooled down, Aniston immediately attacked into the arms of a new lover. We are talking about 1998, a fateful year when Jennifer not only made the audience crazy with her role as Rachel Green in Friends, but also made her co-star's heart skip a beat. Who still remembers Joshua, the guy who made Rachel crazy and extremely confused with the legendary line, "I'm not just fine, I'm really, really, really happy"? The person who played Joshua was Tate Donovan. But few people know that Aniston and Donovan were once a real couple in real life, even engaged, and when he appeared on the set of Friends, they had just broken up. The scene of lovers on screen but not looking at each other in real life, just hearing about it sounds like a nightmare called embarrassing. Having to act out a sweet love scene after breaking up, Hollywood is truly a place where the impossible becomes reality. And less than a few months later, Aniston caused a stir in the media when she was caught up in a love rumour with another co-star, Paul Rudd. They met on the set of The Object of My Affection, playing a couple with great chemistry. But life is not like the movies, or maybe life is more real than the movies. According to what the press has dug up, Aniston and Rudd really fell in love, although neither of them has ever officially confirmed it. They were intimate, laughing, holding hands backstage, and then boom, it was over. The relationship was said to be as short as a summer breeze, not leaving any mark other than a few photos secretly taken by paparazzi. But don't feel sorry for Paul Rudd, because that same year, Aniston entered what was considered the most shocking relationship in Hollywood, her relationship with Brad Pitt. If there was a contest, who is the golden couple of Hollywood? Aniston and Pitt would definitely be at the top. Beautiful, famous, rich, and media sensation. This couple not only appeared on the red carpet with their perfect looks, but also stirred up every newspaper and talk show. People called them the American dream, a symbol of perfection. But behind that glamorous curtain is a boiling pot of oil. Pitt and Aniston dated secretly in late 1998, then went public in 1999, and just a few months later, they were engaged. Their wedding in 2000 became one of the most sought-after events in Hollywood history, with thousands of photos, hundreds of candles, expensive fireworks, and a star-studded guest list. Pitt, the man of every girl's dreams, was now Rachel Green's legal husband. That love, it seemed, would last forever. In a 2001 interview, Pitt did not hesitate to describe his sex life with Jen with the phrase, "very wild." He even talked about renovating the house just to redo the bathroom because that was where he really wanted to try with his wife. "The bathroom was the first thing I did when I remodeled the house." Jen and I were really in love, and when you think about it, you're pretty dirty. By 2004, Aniston had made it clear that she wanted to have children. "I want to be a mom," she said. "I think women can work while pregnant. I don't want to be in a constant state of flux." That's when people thought, finally, Rachel's going to have a baby. But real life was more bitter than a sitcom. In 2005, the power couple announced their divorce, and then Angelina Jolie. Pitt and Jolie met in 2003 while filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And in 2005, Pitt divorced Aniston. Less than a few months later, he went public with Jolie. Notably, he even travelled with her to Ethiopia to adopt her children. And by 2006, Jolie's children had officially taken on the Pitt name. What do you think? Pitt and Jolie have always denied the affair, but the timeline does not lie. Between Aniston and Jolie, there was a crossover that people could not help but wonder. Did Brad Pitt betray Aniston? But Aniston is not the type to cry in the dark. Fresh from the divorce, she immediately turned to her co-star, Vince Vaughn. Her co-star in the movie with the most ironic name, The Breakup. Before the movie premiered, Paparazzi caught them dancing together, laughing, and then kissing. The rumour exploded like a bomb. In an interview, Aniston admitted, "I call Vince my heart starter. He really brings me back to life." A strong statement to show that Vaughn was not a passing relationship, at least emotionally. Unfortunately, the relationship with Vaughn only lasted until 2006. Then, in 2007, Aniston shocked fans again when she dated model-actor Paul Sculfer, a hot guy, but the relationship cold as quickly as a forgotten cup of coffee. Just a few weeks later, they went their separate ways. Once again, it was a beautiful but short-lived breakup. So, it can be said that it was just a wild adventure. In 2008, Jennifer Aniston experienced a major turning point in her love life. After a series of short-lived relationships with co-stars, she decided to try her hand at a high-stakes relationship with musician John Mayer. However, the relationship quickly hit a snag and didn't last long. In 2009, they split, and Mayer readily admitted that it was one of the most difficult times of his life. The singer also hinted at their age difference. Aniston was 8 years older than him, and she was 40 at the time, while Mayer was 32. In an interview with Playboy, Mayer shared, "I'll always regret that it didn't last. I thought about staying with her, but I can't change the fact that I need to live up to my 32 years. Although the relationship with Mayer ended in regret, Aniston's love life didn't stop. In 2010, she reunited with actor Justin Theroux, whom she had first met in 2007 when she visited Ben Stiller on the set of Tropic Thunder. This meeting became the beginning of a close friendship, which turned into a relationship after they reunited on the set of Wanderlust. This time, Jennifer Aniston fell back in love with her co-star, something she had become accustomed to. In 2011, Aniston and Theroux began living together, and just a year later, they got engaged. However, the wedding did not take place until 2015. The marriage did not last long, and just 3 years later, in 2018, the two announced their separation. After her marriage broke down, Jennifer Aniston became quite private about her personal life. She was not seen dating anyone for several years after that, leading many to speculate about her love life. Has Jennifer given up on love? The answer is no. In an interview in 2022, she shared that she still longs for a loving relationship. She said, "Never say never. I still want someone in my life. Who knows? There are times when I just want to curl up in a blanket and say, I need a shoulder to cry on. It would be great if someone hugged me and said, this is a bad day." Jennifer Aniston's love life is always a hot topic and makes many people curious. Although she did not find a long-term relationship, she did not give up. She still believes in love and hopes that one day she will find a worthy companion. Aniston's love story reflects an important message. Love can come at any time and never give up hope, even though life is sometimes full of challenges and suffering. Thank you so much for always accompanying me on this channel. Every view, every comment from you is a great source of motivation for me to continue creating and making interesting videos. If you find this video 3 useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest videos. We will see each other in the next videos.